Why don't you grab the chair and sit a little closer so as you're projecting the
Now
voice?
I think tonight I'm gonna have no problem
Come on,
with
pull the chair up.
projecting.
Matter of fact.
Well, I'm not gonna be on. No.
Come on. You're not gonna be on camera. Just sit right here. Like you can't be seen right here.
I know.
I need all that energy today.
I can't. I can't just sit right here. I don't need the chair, right? Should have did all this before. Not on camera, Jesus.
There we go.
Make sure.
You're not.
Okay.
Not even see it.
Sit at least.
Now, Jazz, you are in Adrian's shot,
I'm sorry,
but
what?
you're fine. Your face is not in there.
I don't.
Scoot up. You can scoot up just a little. There you go. Boom. Done.
I don't need to be associated in this video. The first time I show my face is in this video.
You gonna have to be the advocate for
Yeah,
the females.
we need you, son.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here.
You know what? I'm just gonna make sure that I bring my evolved self
Mm-hmm.
because
That's what we asked for tonight.
I'm just.
Looks like we got a couple people watching. Anybody on YouTube? I mean, Facebook.
I think mine. Let me get out and go back in.
Say hey to him in the chat, Jazz.
Ain't nobody popped on it yet.
Says 2 people watching on Facebook.
It's not showing on my
3
phone.
people on
It
YouTube.
say we'll start. Oh, there you go. I got 3.
Y'all ready?
Let's get it.
Hello, and welcome back to another edition of our Talk It Out sessions presented by V.E.R.B. We are your hosts, Aaron Tate, Adrian Post, saying hello to our future selves with Jasmine Patterson in the background. Hope you guys can hear her today. If you've caught our other videos, then you know what we like to do is we take a specific topic, particularly one that is controversial, and we like to discuss it. We come up with different talking points to bring up throughout the discussion, but we also like to get involved with you guys as well. So for those of you tuning in, please feel free to comment and ask any questions you think might contribute to the conversation. And today's lovely topic: dumb girls don't deserve no dick.
I know that's right.
Mr. Poe, would you like to explain how
Yes. I bet. So, I really need y'all to understand the layout of the conversation before we get into it. So, I was headed home one day, and I think we may have been having a conversation. Or I was just thinking about just the different standards that are set or that society set on men and or women, in which we try to even the playing field and have these talk it out sessions to make sure that each party understands the roles that we need to be having a conversation about. And I remember doing a status on Facebook a while back whenever the song W.A.P came out, and there was an entire movement of broke boy don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. Like, it was a whole thing. So I made a whole status just explaining that I don't think it's fair per se for women to set such a financial standard, being that they either one isn't a contributing factor to the financial piece, or two, they're making that a deal breaker. But as I was headed home, I thought about it. I said, you know what? If women are going to set a financial standard, that's fair. If that financial standard is coming from a degree of, okay, well, I'm working, so I need someone to be financially contributing. I don't want to be mothering or nurturing someone else's child. I need you to be making some income. So by broke, I'm assuming they're simply saying you need to at least have a job or be making some type of financial income. And I thought about it. I said, well, you know what? That's not so bad. Depending on the perspective and the intent by which the mantra was chanted, it's not so bad for them or for women to have a financial requirement. There's nothing wrong with requirements, right?
Correct.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to let them have that. So as I continued to think, I was like, well, men should also have standards as well. And I said, well, you know what? What is it that if I was on the market would bother me in regards to dating a female? and in regards to the sexual orientation that I'm linking to the capability of that female being with me. And I was like, I can't stand no dumb female. And by dumb, I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying you're ignorant to a lot of things, nor or neither are you trying to inquire to learn about those things. And I'm like, well, if broke boys don't deserve pussy, makes sense. Then dumb girls don't deserve dick. Bet broke girl don't deserve no dick. I know that's right. Can we? Because I don't. Those are standards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if the world as a whole mothered the mantra, broke boys don't deserve pussy, I'm fine with that. Those are standards. We receive them. Hey, bro, if you want the pursuit of this female, get a job. Simple, right? At the same time, men need to understand that you should also have standards. You shouldn't be the only one meeting said requirements. If we are getting into a partnership, if we are building together, then if the woman tells you, hey, if you are broke or if you don't have at least a job, you shouldn't even be pursuing an intimate relationship with me. Mm-hmm. I can respect that. My response would be, if I was on the market, that's fine. At the same time, baby, where are you in regards to your active listening skills, your effective communication, your emotional intelligence, your problem solving, your critical thinking? If she starts doing it, just walk away, bro. She ain't for you. So when I say dumb girls don't deserve dick, I'm setting the same standard as broke boys don't deserve pussy. And everybody knew that was right, so I need y'all to understand that this is just as right as well.
Anything you would like to rebuttal?
I mean, I do. I have had conversations with you guys before about how I think maybe we need to have more conversations with men about setting standards. Um, in a perfect world, we probably do have those men that are setting those types of standards that you just stated. But the masses or the majority of men, I don't think know how to really have those conversations in order to set their expectations with a woman, or just speak to more than her being pretty or her looking good, or just being able to have just a simple conversation to get to the next step, which is in the bedroom. So I mean, I agree with, yes, men do need to set more standards, or set some type of layout of what it takes to get with you, other than me just dressing up and smiling at you and easily getting you like that. Know your worth. So I agree in that aspect of, yes, men do need to set some standards.
So when the statement was made earlier before camera started rolling, I mimicked the monster. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. Your arm immediately went up.
I mean,
you immediately threw one of these.
Right.
How do you feel?
Tune is catchy.
And I get it. So how do you feel about dumb girls don't deserve dick?
Like you said, I'm glad that you broke down the word dumb, because initially,
dumb
I
by
was
simply ignorance, not having or lacking knowledge thereof.
Okay, so I was a little taken back by the word dumb, but I mean, yeah, again, men set some standards. Like, if you really want the partner that you're looking for in order to move to this thing called life, you're gonna have to weed out the women that cannot have those intellectual conversations with you, that don't have the emotional intelligence with you, that can't effectively communicate with you. Like, those things, you need to start looking more at those things instead of just looking at the fact that, oh, she look good and I know I'm gonna get that. So again, I agree, and we meant, yes, cut off the women that can't provide that for you, because women, we don't have a problem with setting standards and setting expectations in order for you to even see my neck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think that men should do that as well. I think men should start caring more about who they're intimate with, other than just going out here in the world. Oh, she cute. I could get that. She ain't even gotta talk a lot. The light's gonna be out anyway. I'm gonna send her on her way afterwards.
And let me tell you why I'm wholeheartedly believing this, because I've experienced so many men who have I've experienced so many men who have children by these females, and after the emotions go down and the child gets here, the rest of their life is a living hell, and they constantly complain about the type of female that it was. And it's like, what were you doing prior to creating a human with this girl? Now it's an issue. Now you have all of these problems, and oh man, she dumb and she this and that. Well, if you upheld a certain standard or you had a mantra, then this wouldn't have been a problem for you, because all of that stuff would have been vetted out beforehand before making the decision to even take a chance on being intimate with her. But none of that mattered. And just like females, as opposed to putting up with these broke guys, even if we're not even talking financially broke, if we're talking spiritually, mentally, emotionally, culturally, socially, you put up with this all these years and then be like, I gave you all this, but you knew he was broken before you decided to take him in. And now you have this resentment and aggression built up. But if that mantra was really true, that wouldn't have been a problem for you. Why do you think the world is so easy to accept that female mantra? Like there was no kickback at all. Everyone, I never heard a person disagree with that broke boy don't deserve. Like, it was immediately grasped.
Because women speak more to what they want and what they expect. In order for you to obtain my time, or in order for me to set aside time to spend with you, you need to have at least XYZ before that can even happen. So women speak more on their expectations and what they expect and what they want and what their standards are more than men do. Because, I've heard the simple statement of men are simple. They don't want a lot. They don't require a lot. So because, we hear those simple statements as far as from men, women are specific. Like, I don't like you because you're not tall enough, or you don't have enough money for me, or again, they're vocalizing it every single day. So that's why that mantra stuck as bad as it did, because we talk about it, we speak on it, you hear it in podcasts, you see it in videos, you see it on TikTok, you see it on all the social media platforms, and women have no problem with informing you on what is required to obtain me, to obtain my time, to even have me, to even let you be around me or in my presence. Men don't really have that standard of, well, you need to at least be able to effectively communicate with me in order for me to even take you out on a date. Mm-hmm. No, I just want to take you out on a date. If I feed you, can I then sleep with you? And that's it. That's all. So all she has to do is, get cute, come eat and drink with you a little bit, and then your next step is, instead of really probably talking to her during this dinner to see if this is even somebody you want to get with, you just simply feed her, give her something to drink, and now you're ready to take her home. And then if she says, no, I don't want to go home with you, now it's a problem. Now she's going to be paying for her own meal because she set a standard that, oh, he's a nice guy, but I'm not ready to sleep with you because I have a certain standard or expectation. You're not currently meeting that right now. I probably want to go on maybe another date with you. But because that man is only thinking about one thing, he's now going to ruin that chance of even going on another date to see if she is good enough for him to continue to date or to court or to go out with. She set the standard. He did not.
Why do you think women assume that they're deserving of a man's time and money without having to give anything up in return?
So what would you like for her to give in return?
Answer his question.
I mean, a woman, herself is deserving. She knows what she wants and what she likes. And
so women deserve money without having to work for it?
No, I don't think that.
So, but you just said a woman herself.
As far as like just, I guess deserving as far as like she knows.
Because she breathes air?
So, because I mean, it's so easy to say. It's so easy to say, a man takes a woman out, pays for dinner, woo woo, and then expects sex. But if she doesn't want sex, she shouldn't have to give it to him. But however, and a woman can wait until the next day to determine if she's ready to give that to him. Mm-hmm. However, a man, if he's taking a woman out on multiple dates where he's shouldering majority of the financial load, and then at third or fourth date she decides that she doesn't want to continue to pursue a long-term relationship with them, at the end of that period she came out losing nothing, and he ended up in the deficit at the end of the day because he put all of this out and then got nothing in return, while all she did was sit back and receive. So why do you think women feel like they deserve to be able to be in the position of power where they don't have to give anything but receive everything, and then still be in control of whether or not this takes the next step?
It's giving God
I
vibes.
mean, I feel like at that point in time, like in that at least the first date, let's talk about it. Like, have conversations. Like, if you after that first date, sir and ma'am, if there's no connection beyond that, or if you feel like he's not going to give you what you need, or he feels like she might be the type that why I spend all this time and effort and I know she ain't gonna give it to me, then why are we continuing on? I feel like men sometimes use the I'm not gonna say excuse of, oh, pour all this time and this money into you, I deserve or I expect something from you. I something.
But women
like,
do
it's
that
okay if you don't. Like, if you spent that time and money, you wanted to spend that time and money to get to know this person, and if it didn't work out, then that is okay. Just like if she goes out with you and she sees that I'm not gonna get nothing out of this man, so I'm not gonna continue to go out with him. That's just her mindset. That's her perspective. Yes, I do feel like women need to think a little bit more beyond that, but men also need to understand that yes, you spent 4 dates on or going out with her. You spent your this X amount of money on her, and on that 4th date, she just realizes, you know what, this isn't for me. A man should not feel a way that she does not want to continue to pursue that type of relationship, and she shouldn't be shamed or like excommunicated, I guess, if like she wants to move on. And I feel like a man, put that time in. If you really want to spend time with her, if you really want to get to know her, you shouldn't look at it as a loss. You learn something in this situation, so you'll know what not to do in the next situation or the next female that you come across. I don't feel like it should be like a loss type of situation because you put so much into it.
I have a question. Hold on. Kevin says there's a thin line between the financial standards and tricking, because paying time sounds a lot like prostitution. The standards should be all around, not just about being broke. I completely agree. But I have one question for you, Jazz, and you can take as long as you want to answer this question. Could you name one area in life under any circumstances where you as a female does something and get absolutely nothing, or approach it with getting absolutely nothing in return? Go. Just one area. Matter of fact, do half of one. You gotta do a whole one.
Where I put time and
where you put any time, effort, energy, or money into anything
and expect absolutely
nothing in return.
You can take the whole hour.
Yeah, you can take the whole hour.
I'm not gonna take the whole hour.
I mean,
like,
do it.
You don't have to give me time.
Make sure the mic on. And for those of you who watching,
the light is too bright.
Yeah, we're gonna turn the light down for y'all. For those of you who watching, could you all name one thing in life that you put time, energy, effort, or money into, and you expect absolutely nothing in return? Go. Let us know if the lights are too bright for the question.
Can you answer that while I think? I don't want to just sit here in silence.
Why is he answering his own question? He asked you the question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna answer the own question. They're gonna help you though. Let us know if the lights are too bright for the question.
Not too bright.
The lights might be too bright for the question. You know how you gotta turn your radio down and check the man and stuff? Okay.
I expect nothing in return.
Just one.
But and the reason why he asked is because you sat up here and elocuted the idea that if a man chose to spend his time and money on a woman, then he should be okay with not getting anything in return because he chose to spend his time and money on a woman. So he's asking you, as a woman, is there anything in life where you do something, you put time and energy into that thing and expect absolutely nothing in return? Please go.
I mean, I could reverse it. I'm sick of the both of y'all. I mean, mean, I could reverse it. I could, I guess, be in.
We're just asking for one thing.
You
You finna talk all around this, but we're just asking
I
for
need
one
one
thing.
I have to think about it.
Take your time.
We're giving you the time and space.
No, we're not.
We are in no.
We were just entertaining ourselves with rock, paper, scissors.
Take the hours,
Take the
man.
whole hour.
I could utilize the same scenario if I decide to.
We just asking for one thing.
I don't know what she's saying. So now backtrack too.
Oh my God!
Eventually, I want to paint the whole wall.
This is
in
more
the
for
Like
you speaking to the men.
Yeah. That way we don't have to worry about this cutting off.
I mean, I could be in the same situation.
I don't know.
In the same dating situation. If I go out on the date with somebody and I offer to pay for the time or pay for the dates and it doesn't work out.
Did you accomplish what you tried to accomplish today?
Oh.
I mean, you can.
You know what? I'm not gonna answer it if this is gonna be the dynamic.
You're not answering it.
It don't matter because you ain't answered it anyway. She moved my mic back.
No.
So you couldn't give us one thing?
No, I just did, and y'all were talking over me.
Jazz.
Y'all were talking to each other.
I'm sorry. We didn't hear you. Do it
No.
again. Please, one more time.
No, stop.
We didn't hear you. You need 2 mics for your answer.
Again, the same scenario. If it was reversed, if I was the one paying your
Ask the question one more time.
Okay, so yeah, let me.
No, we're not gonna ask it again because I don't have a response. I don't need to think about that.
Okay, so we have Kevin. Kevin says there's always expectations in everything. Great answer, Kevin. Newbie, Ashley, Miss Smith, JJ, could y'all help our friend here? So the question is, could anyone watching this video name one thing in life that you put your time, energy, and or effort into with absolutely no expectations of getting something in return?
Let's play the music while we at it.
Yeah, there's a little thing right there. Ashley said, Adrian is so extra, but I absolutely love it. She said, that's not even a question. It's nonsense. Kevin said, okay, production.
Yeah.
I did not dismiss you, Ashley. All right. So, our friend Kevin here actually answered the question. There is no answer for that question. Yeah, there's no way possible to answer that question.
So if you can't think of anything, why is it that you're telling men to be okay with that very thing that you can't think of? But that is what you said.
Like, why is it that you?
Go ahead. No.
Okay, so when you spend, I guess, X amount of money on someone, like, what is the goal? Like, when men are dating women, or what'd you say, dumb girls? Like, what are men expecting after date 4 and there's still no physical contact or intimacy? Like, is there a limit, or like what's expected if a man doesn't receive, I guess, the end goal or whatever it is that he's looking for? Like,
so it's
I don't understand. I guess I just need more.
And I think
with that.
the reason why it's hard to understand is because you're looking at it from the wrong angle. you're focusing on what the man is expecting once he performs specific or X task, right? It's more about what the women are demanding without being willing to offer anything in return. So we're saying if a woman is going to sit up here and demand XYZ on this first date, a man's response to that is, okay, bet, I'm willing to do all of that. This is what I'm expecting in return of that. And women are saying no.
So what are you saying? What is that part?
So we're saying women need to stop demanding something that they're without being able to offer something in return for what it is that they're expecting to receive.
Because we don't have anything to even correlate that type of behavior with in the world we live in. Nobody watching this video, you nor me nor anyone, can answer one particular time or event in this world where what you're saying we should be okay with is okay. There's no correlation of such events. So you're asking us to perform something that no one in the world has ever or will ever perform.
Prime example.
So what should men say on that first date or that first going after she lays out what I want or how I want things? Like, what should be the response?
The response is, bet I want sex. But again, if you don't want the response to be sex, stop demanding you pay for everything and take care of me and take me out and treat me.
So what Kevin?
Or yeah.
What did he say earlier about like money and
there's an expectation built into everything, and this the thing. My response wouldn't be sex. We're saying the response that men in society has cultivated is sex because that's the most projected thing. You dress yourself up to get us attracted to you to lead to sex. We're saying, you know what? Since y'all still have the monopoly on the sex, let me give you other things that you can give me for this money. Because all y'all asking for is money, right? We give you money, cool. Can you give me effective communication, emotional intelligence, active listening, problem solving, critical thinking, comprehension, the ability to manage time, money, energy, and resources? That's 9 off the rip that are not sexual related. But when we start talking like that, it's, oh, you doing too much. Oh, you must be one of them podcast guys. Oh, you gay? Wait. And women don't want us asking. Women don't want us asking for all that because that's too much.
So women don't have a problem with telling us, well.
So
why can't men not have a problem with? Okay, I respect that. That's what you want. Have a good night.
Pay your own tab at this point, though.
I agree.
And don't go around telling your friend, oh girl, can you believe he made me pay my own tab? Because are you gonna tell your homegirl that, oh girl, can you believe he proved that I was dumb? You ain't gonna tell that part though. You're not gonna tell that part. You're gonna say, oh, he must be broke because he ain't made me pay my. No. You were dumb. You were dumb, ma'am. Unfortunately, and you didn't meet my requirements. I met yours. I make 100,000. You can have access to it. Can you give me these 9 skills though? That's too much. You dumb.
So then move on. Let's go to the next one.
You gonna tell your homegirl though, or you gonna post about me on Facebook and make me look like I'm a broke? Which one? You gonna tell your homegirl you dumb, or you gonna post on Facebook that I'm broke?
Post on Facebook.
Post on Facebook. You know you gonna post it on
but
Facebook.
Then if she knows you, or I guess she follows you, I guess on some type of social media, she will then see you propped up with another woman that can provide those things to her, and that might change her perspective on maybe I should go in a little differently next time with somebody of his stature that makes this the money that I'm asking for. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I women don't have any problem with making those statements as far as like what they want, and if the man decides to give that, then that's what he gives, right? But then if he realizes, wow, she can't effectively communicate with me, she can't have a decent conversation with me, she can't.
The lady slow.
Like I can't do this. Like I don't want to keep spending my money on somebody that I can't even hold a conversation with.
Nuba said,
I wish you well. Be blessed.
Nuba said it doesn't exist. Everything we do is for a reason. We date for a reason, hopefully end in marriage. We get a job for money. I can go on and on. Facts. Esther said, are we off topic? No, we were not. Nuba said, what does the woman expect from a man then? Esther said, I just expect to be loved properly. Love makes you feel and operate better. Everything else falls in place. Kevin, you were pretty, but dumb. Ashley, I'm telling the truth and nothing but the truth. Ashley said, hey, Aaron. She said, can she have a kiss, Aaron? Whatever you expect, I got you.
My whole thing is I don't believe women should be demanding access to a man's pocket. I mean, you don't know the type of work that was put in to earn the amount of money he has in his pockets, and B, you are not doing anything to earn said access.
Nor do you currently have
anything. So instead of it being, oh well, in order to take me out, you got to pay, you got to treat me, you got to pay for me, whoop because you asked me out on the date, you asked me for my time, ma'am. All we're doing is trying to have a conversation to see if we're compatible enough to continue a relationship further. It don't take me spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on you to do that, or even $20 to $50 to do that. If we're simply going out and going to a restaurant to eat food, because if we didn't go out, you would still need to eat tonight, right? So I'm saying, women say all the time, well, you asked me for my time. Okay, what were you going to do with that time? Figure out something else that you were going to eat that night, right? Yeah. So how about we just do that together and just have a conversation? We both had to eat. We both had to eat tonight. And we were both lightly going to spend money to do that. Yep. So I'm just asking us to do that together so we can have a conversation to see if we want to pursue a relationship. Why do women think that deserves X amount of dollars to be spent on you just to have a conversation? That makes no sense to me.
Because you're going to spend it on yourself
anyway. Because you're going to spend it on yourself anyway. I'm not asking for nothing other than a conversation.
And you probably going to be on the phone with somebody anyway, though. Or texting, or scrolling. Like, this was already going to take place. Oh, and it was going to be at your expense,
but
though.
You asking for my... What are you doing with that time? Nothing. You ain't doing nothing with that time. All I'm asking is for you to spend an hour of that time with me.
I can see if you took off work to go on the date.
But you not.
Now I owe you.
I can see if you canceled a trip for this date.
Now I owe you.
I can see if you had to find a babysitter for
now
this date.
Now I owe you.
I can see if you
now I owe you.
Hey, come on. Yo.
But you were already doing.
You were already doing nothing with this time, son.
It's not okay.
It's not, son.
It has not been okay for years.
It's not.
And we're tired of it not being okay.
And we let it go on for so long, yo.
Shoot.
Stop it. That's my stance. Instead of a woman asking for a man to pay for her time that she wasn't utilizing for herself anyway, let's just decide, hey, we're just going to meet up at this restaurant, pay for our own food, have a nice conversation. If after this conversation we decide to pursue something further or continue to try, then let's do that. But after this conversation, if we decide, you know what, it's not for us, both parties walk away without losing anything.
Noob said, boy, he's spitting.
like it shouldn't be just a man that has to be okay with losing out just because he decided to spend his money.
Because that has never happened anywhere else in the world.
I'm not saying like you should,
you did say that.
But like ask more questions on that first date so that you won't be disappointed 2, 3, 4 dates down the line when you saw all the red flags and the signs that you needed to see on that first interaction. Like,
I mean,
you think that it was gonna change? Like even with the female, she gonna see, oh, okay, I pushed the limit on this. Maybe I can get a date 2 out of them. She might push that, and then because you hoping and praying that you get more than I guess this time or this dinner, and then it doesn't turn out how it needed to turn out for you. Like catch those signs on the first go round. Like the questions that y'all are asking, those are great questions to ask, but most men don't really.
And that's what we're here for. We're here to let men know, stop being so simple. Because this stuff is in our head. I know it's in your head too. And the reason I know it's in there is because later on down the line, when you put all this time, energy, and effort or money into it, you're now resentful about those type of women. Like, you're right. Stop putting up with it. Yeah. Ashley said all it takes is time and conversation. She said, I'll pay for dinner. Nuba said, women always think they're the catch. No, baby, I'm the catch too. Facts. Ashley said, I just want to talk. We need more women like you, Ashley. Ashley said, yes, some men are definitely worth the chase. Ashley said, Aaron, what are you doing? Say Saturday night around 7-ish.
Oh, I'm busy Saturday.
He's busy Saturday. She's okay, I'm done. So also, and I'm gonna even take it a step further. Now this gets into another territory, but it's the same context, right? Whenever I started developing myself in, effective communication, comprehension, problem solving, all the stuff I always talk about, right? I also had to put my wife on, and we used to get into it all the time because I'm talking about things that are new, right? These things were aggravating to me when they was introduced to me, so I know it was aggravating to her. And during that process, whenever we were always back and forth about words or definitions or things I'm trying to relay that she wouldn't comprehend, or something she was trying to relay that I wasn't comprehending, the dumb girls don't deserve dick or the broke boy don't deserve pussy, I even recommend that inside of a marriage. And the reason I say that is because most people get married before developing themselves anyway. So the concept that should have been done pre-marriage needs to actually start in the marriage now. So whenever we are at odds about not being able to communicate, we're not finna have no sex. We finna sit down and have a conversation, and then if we come to resolving that conversation, then we can have sex. I'm not finna put sex to cover up my ignorance or your ignorance or our inabilities in these conversations. So the dumb girl don't deserve no dick, that goes in your marriage too. I don't recommend you having sex with your wife if y'all can't have a conversation. That's a me thing. I don't recommend a woman having sex with her husband if he ain't got no job. Now, this is him choosing to just not work because he's lazy. Now, if something happened and he lost his job or a life circumstance or he's going through a transition, fine. Give my boy some. He might need it. But if he just deliberately is emotionally unintelligent and got fired because he snapped on his boss because ain't nobody finna tell me what to do, don't give him none. Why are you having sex with somebody like that? Because not only is he putting you in a financial deficit, especially if y'all got kids, this man is not even capable of upholding the standard in the world or in the workplace to make sure his family is financially safe. Why are you having sex with somebody like that? I don't care if that is your husband. I bet if you cut that pussy off, he'll get his mind together. But y'all don't want to talk about that though. I tell my wife, do not have sex with me if I'm out of order. I tell my wife that all the time. Do not give me no sex if I'm out of order. Don't do that. Because you're promoting me to continue my bad behavior. Don't do that. I don't need nobody like that in my life.
What else could she withhold from you other than...
Baby, sex is really enough. Because after about that third week, I'm trying to figure out baby, do I need to go to a seminar? Hey, y'all hiring? You said flipping burgers? Gotcha. I'll be there. Cause what's up? But I digress, man. Stop it. We just need to stop this. And I know that scream me telling you don't give your husband no. I get it. But I assure you it works. Cause and I'm not saying the way I run my household is the way, but what I'm telling you is what works. Because if what you were doing worked, you wouldn't be in the mental space you're in. What I'm telling you has cultivated a matured and developed lifestyle for me and my wife by which we currently live, and we operate very effectively in this area. If I'm out of order, don't give me no sex. If I ain't had no conversation with you, I'm ripping and running the streets, why are you opening your legs for me? If I'm calling you all type of names, not building you up, why are you opening your legs for me? If you yelling at me every time we have a conversation, we can't finish, I'm not finna give you none, ma'am. What I'm giving you is the chance to cultivate an atmosphere to where we can have a conversation to be productive. Sex is a cherry on top. It's not the ice cream. And for so long, we've been disguising it as an ice cream and making conversation the cherry. But if you flip the roles, you will see that sex is easy. Intimacy is easy. It's the conversation, the comprehension, the working together, the teamwork, the duality, the problem solving, the raising kids, navigate. That's the hard stuff. That's the stuff that's hard. That's the stuff we need to be focusing on. But we keep promoting sex as if it's the cherry. And women fully believe that, oh, I got the prize. You slow. And I ain't trying to be offensive or aggressive, but baby, you slow. I digress.
So do you still hold the position of that you spoke of earlier in terms of like a man should be okay with choosing to spend his time and money and not getting anything in return?
Like again, I don't want them to be okay with that, right? I do want men to do more digging and research on the first interaction so that will not come to fruition. I guess when I said that, I feel like, oh, okay, so you was cool with those red flags on the first, interaction, and now we on date 4, and now she's like, you know what, I'm good on you, sir. You done spent a good probably $1,500 on these dates. And again, like if you would have picked up on how she was talking and speaking to you on the first go round, as far as how she is with money, how she talks about money on that first go round, and you chose to still let me pursue her. And then again, I just feel like men should not get to that step to be regretful of if you don't get to what it is that you're trying to get to. Like let's start seeing the signs on day one. Again, women are going to vocalize what they want. All of them don't want money. All of them don't want your money. Like one of the young ladies in the chat said, "I will pay for this date." Like it's possible.
Those women are far and in between.
They are, but they're there.
Yeah.
And you have to have those conversations with those women to see if that's going to be the type of woman that you're about to continue to pursue. Feel good about who you're talking to, so that when you do actually get it, it feels worth something instead of you just getting a piece of ass.
So let's be clear. I'm gonna read a couple comments, but I do have something to say to clear up the title though. So Yashimi said, right, sex don't resolve issues. Nuba said Abraham spitting. Ash said, because at this point we're pretending to be happy. Facts. Kevin said, sex just put band-aids on the real problem. Facts. Ashley, woo, you sound so awkward saying explicit words. Yashimia, putting a band-aid on the problem, that's going to fall off later. Facts. Ashley said, yeah, we do everything A backwards. Nuba, I don't even know Ashley, but she rare at this point. Right? Ashley said, sex, baby, marriage, now years down the line, now that I have no choice but to know who you really are because we've had a child together. I don't even like you. Then boom, there's a divorce. I only love you. I only loved your lust, not your love, because I've never been loved by you. Facts. So let's be clear. The title, Dumb Girl Don't Deserve Dick, I'm talking to men. So let's be clear. I don't want women to think that that title was for y'all. Okay, that's just like whenever the mantra was chanted about broke boys don't deserve no pussy. That was for
she was
for women.
Yeah.
She was letting women know, hey, set some standards, woman. Don't just be out here sideways. So don't think that I'm projecting this title to the females. I'm projecting it to the guys so that they'll snap out of the trance of I'm just trying to get in her pants. No. I need y'all to understand that there are more qualities that you're going to need in life, even if right now you think that the only thing you want is to get in her pants. But as you get older, my brother, you're going to need other qualities, especially if you're planning on making her a partner. You're going to need communication. You're going to need comprehension. You're going to need problem solving. You're going to need active listening. You're going to need responsibility and accountability, sympathy and empathy. You're going to need effective communication. You're going to need all those qualities if you plan on ever having something in life. Now, if you don't want anything in life, then do what you're doing now. If what you're doing now is working, go for it. But if it's not, I recommend you rewatch this video and understand that title, Dumb Girls Don't Deserve Dick. And that's fine. That's fine. And that's not to say that she's always going to be dumb. This is to raise the standard. That's just like the broke boy don't deserve no pussy. Cool. He might be broke now, baby. You need a job. We can't continue this until you get a job. What's going on? Dumb girl don't deserve no dick means, hey baby, you may want to read a book on active listening. You may want to read a book on emotional. Like, promote now with the standard of, okay, this is not about sex. What is it about? These things. If it's about these things, these are the things we need to be having a conversation about, because you can't imagine how many times I've talked to people who've been married or in relationship for years, and now they realize they're married to an idiot. And I don't use these words for triggers. These are the only words we have. Dumb, ignorance, don't know no better, blind to the fact. None of these words are good words. So no matter how I dress it up, it's not going to sound good. You don't have the skills that are needed to promote a productive relationship, and those are facts. There's no way for me to dress it up. So even if I would have said ignorant girl don't deserve dick, or stupid girl don't deserve dick, dumb girl don't, like, no, there's no nice way to say that. Give me another way to make that sound better for the masses. When what I'm trying to promote is, if that individual do not have the mental capability to produce productivity, you don't need to be sticking your private parts in them under no circumstances. Even if you're married, you need to pause on the sexual intimacy and work on the mental cognition. There's no better way to say that. And if there is, y'all let me know.
And you know, something I just realized, like, you know, Jazz is constantly saying, well, why does a man think that, you know, he spends X amount of dollars on it, he deserves to have sex with a woman? Say what? No, but it's funny how it's always a question as to why is that what we expect or men expect in general, but yet that's all women promote that they have to offer. You even go back to the whole broke boys don't deserve no pussy. That implies that as long as he has money, he then can have access to me sexually.
Yep.
So
there was no understanding.
So what? Why else would I expect anything outside of sex if that's what you promote that you have to offer, and you're not showing me that you have anything else to offer other than sex? I mean, and that's the whole point of this whole dumb girls don't deserve dick. Like, we're saying that because you don't have anything else to offer other than your body.
So that's what we're also saying in that same breath, like he stated, men need to have those.
No, but I'm answering the question as to why do men expect sex?
Yeah.
That's
all we've been promoted.
That's all been promoted. I asked you a few moments ago, like, outside of sex, what else could she?
And I've given a list. I've given a list.
And you say, sex is the
cherry.
Tier,
it's not the ice cream.
So even in marriage, like with dating, again, I just don't. I guess for me, I've never put that type of pressure or expectation on anybody. Like, I'm not gonna tell you, oh, you need money in order for you to get this. Like, again, we need to have. I don't
even think sex should even be a topic in dating. Because at this point, we have so much more work to do. Like, we have so much more work to do. Sex shouldn't even come up in dating. All the stuff I just named that people don't have.
That's right. But you ready to smash. Like, you ready to.
So Nuba said, preacher. Ashley said, yes. Ashley said, next show, special guest me. Ashley, we would love for you to come on the show. Yashimi said, I feel like I'm in a coaching session. Ashley said, stop saying the word. Kevin said, focus y'all. Ashley said, listen, sex ties souls together, whether a bad spirit or a great spirit, it's not something you do in light of facts. Nuba said, so most women promote sex, and when we go for it, we wrong. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And now we're even saying, you know what? We're gonna move sex because we want more than that. But these are the things we want, and it's still an issue. It's still an issue. So I mean, what do we do at this point? We move sex out the way. And now I've named 10 to 12 things. I ain't seen no one be like, okay, I got that. Oh, that's all you want? Gotcha. Nobody in the saga that we've been doing about conversation, we have been talking about this week after week, and no woman has flat out said, I got that stuff on that list. Run me them coins. You know why they ain't said that? Why? Ain't no woman been thinking about this stuff. They haven't been developing these things. So all we had was sex. We threw that away. Now we asking for something else. We ain't got nothing now. Ain't no woman. Oh, check. Y'all know y'all ain't been working on that. What you have been working on is eyebrows, hair, makeup.
Oh, talk about it.
You got that locked in.
Talk about it.
You got that locked down. And we're telling you, when you take a shower and all that fall off, what's in here? It's coming off. I kid you not, it's coming off.
It's got
to fall off. Do you take a shower and your makeup stay on? I kid you not, it's gonna sweat out.
Do you wash your face and it stay on?
It's coming out.
It's got to.
It got to fall off in the shower.
Stop playing with this, bro.
It's gonna come out in the wash, bro. And we telling you, men, we understand that since it's gonna fall off in the shower, when you step out and dry off, I need something right here.
Yeah, because right here, it ain't working.
This
right
wasn't it. This was not it.
I'm having a hard time staying with this.
I need it here. It's cute right here, but it's beautiful in here. I need it up here.
Come on, man.
Shoot. All right, so Yashima said, I'm gonna block you if you come at me. If you come at me in the get to know stage about sex. I mean that's great. Ash said, baby, I got all that plus. Okay then. Nuba said, woo, I ain't do this for no man. This for me. Let me hush. Kevin said, in order for this to be valid, men have to want more than sex first. Yeah, I mean, I agree. And you know what? That's why I had to promote that. The title is for us. This title is not to downplay women. This title is to set a standard, just like the mantra when what the girl Cardi B did it. She was setting a standard, and I'm cool with it. Like I ain't knocking it as long as the intent behind it is cool. Just like the intent behind "Dumb Girl Don't Deserve Dick" is not to put women down, because everybody is dumb in something. That doesn't mean you can't acquire said knowledge. but are you trying to do so is the question. Swanna said, just like people say a woman that carry herself with class, a boy wouldn't dare approach her if he knew he isn't on that level. When men does the same, but he's either gay or stuck up. Facts! It's a known thing. Like, what she's saying is so true because men know. We'll make a statement by seeing a woman, she out of my league. Women who have some of these qualities, they literally exude some type of aura that we know, like, yeah, I can't even hold a conversation with her. Like, I need to go read a book. We know that. I've felt that presence before of a woman, and it's mostly older women. They have this aura, not all of them. Some of them have this aura about them, just the way they walk and hold their head. And even if I'm eavesdropping on a conversation they have with someone else, it's like, I ain't, I'm gonna go check out old girl with the makeup, cause this lady eat my soul. And when I say eat my soul, is I understand that if I start a conversation with her and she's articulating these words and formulating her thoughts and being confident in her decisions, it's like you can feel that. You can literally feel that. But when men are now doing it, it's
we sassy.
Oh, you sassy. That's the term. Or gay. Because I know how to talk.
Yeah.
I'm gay.
Or we've literally seen posts on TikTok about women talking about not liking the fact that men are now knowing their self-worth.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on, son.
What?
Like, you can't get more toxic than that.
Yashimi said, I must need to lift up a rock to find a good man that don't have a sex is important mindset. I mean, I hope, through our talking out sessions, and I know the title seems aggressive, but I hope these things create standards for men to understand that stop passing out dick like that.
Stop giving out your money.
Like, stop passing out your time, your money, your energy, and your resources if those things are not being reciprocated. Like these are principles. Mm-hmm. Like, these are not things that you should take lightly because time you can't get back. Mm-hmm. Energy you can't get back. Mm-hmm. Money you can get back, but you don't know when you're going to get it back. Mm-hmm. Resources, you don't know if you're going to get those same resources back, so it falls in the same category of money. Mm-hmm. Some of these things are not renewable. Yeah. And you just passing them out.
Passing it out just because you can. Like, no,
what?
Bro. No.
Actually, stop saying dick. I mean, there's no.
There's no. To say?
I had to take it there. I'm like, stop giving out penis. I'm like, is it not? What the girl name? Fantasia. I had to take it there. I'm tired. Like, I had to take it there, bro. I'm tired of this. Like, why are we like this?
Yeah, it's
why are we like this? And if people don't start talking about it, it'll never change. Mm-hmm. That's the reason we're like this, because no one has held their foot down long enough on the fact that, ma'am, you slow. You cute, but you slow. And I require more than cuteness, because when you take a shower, that's gone. What do I have when you're walking around the house? Especially if you want me to put a child in you. You mean to tell me I'm going to raise a child with you and you just cute? Baby, my son don't wear makeup. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want to be doing the most, but I'm saying, like, you cute. So even if I get you pregnant with your face done, that don't transition to your child. It's not genetic. It's not. But intellect is transferable.
Eyelashes are not genetic, Jasmine.
It ain't.
They're not genetic.
$400 wigs is expensive, but it's not ingrained in your genetics.
Them nails is not gonna grow.
My son ain't gonna come out like this. My son ain't slanging weed when he come out. So you cute, but I need something else.
Need something else, bro.
Well, my son, I need you to give my son something. And even if you gave it to my daughter, Toby said a perfect bar in his song. He said, I told my daughter she gonna have more in her head than bundles.
Yep.
Beautiful bars. He said, you will have more in your head than bundles. That's a man that's setting a standard. We gotta do better, man. No, matter of fact, he said you're going to have more in your head than product and bundles. I'm sorry, Toby, for messing your line up.
So sorry.
He said you're going to have more in your head than product and bundles, bro. You're going to have more in your head than product and bundles, bro. My son don't need that. My daughter don't need my. I'm not even. Let's not make it a gender thing. My son or daughter doesn't benefit from that at all. Mm-hmm. But what they do benefit from is both of their parents being emotionally intelligent, active listening, comprehension skills, accountability, responsibility, like life changing. That other stuff ain't life changing. It's temporal. I can literally spray it off of you with water. I can literally go outside and take everything that you are with a pressure hose.
Nah, the makeup is evolving these days, so like a lot of it is waterproof.
I bet you any kind of money I got a hold that'll take
a lot of it is waterproof.
It might take skin with it. It might take a pack. You're gonna have a little vitiligo when I get through. But I kid you not. Let me tell you something, women. If your man can walk outside and take everything you are off with a water hose, you got a problem. If your man can take everything you are off with a pressure hose, you got a problem. And y'all be talking about big pressure. Baby, you finna be pressure washed. You big pressure. Let me see. You gone. You gone with a twist. You gone with a twist, bro? Ain't no way I just took you with a twist.
Just the spray.
Just one look at you. Everything you are is wiped away with a water hose. Baby, you out of order, man. Oh, but you big pressure though. You pressure washed, ma'am. It's crazy. Just want to say a period. Ash said, girl, let them kids eat in their room. Wait, what? I mean, oh, y'all don't even know half the backlash I received for teaching my children morals and standards. Oh, yeah, you make your kids eat at the table. Nuba said, it's a clown under all that makeup. Facts? A clown? Because you're a joke. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to be...
not only that, I think I saw another post on TikTok. It was like, I think a guy said, dang, what did he say? He said, last time I checked, clowns are the only ones that wear makeup and wigs. Referring to women.
I mean, but listen.
No, I think he was saying like women love to call men clowns when they do something, but he was like, last time I checked, clowns wear makeup.
And then don't got nothing in here when they come off like that. No, come on, bro. And then we're not knocking makeup, but what we're saying is when you wipe it off, don't let that be your whole persona going down the drain. Your whole persona should not come off with a towel. When I wipe my face in the morning, I still got emotional intelligence, active listening, accountability, responsibility, effective criminal. I can wipe 20 times a day, and I still got them qualities. If you wipe your face and everything you are is on the other side of that side, you got a problem. You got a problem. Son. I never saw that like that, and it's so funny. It's so funny. Nuba said, Ashley, we're different just because 90%. I mean, it's one of y'all. Because 90% of the world made it normal to handle their children the same, and the other 10% that doesn't make us weird or different. Like, why can't y'all be the ones that's weird? Keep raising your babies like you are, sis. It will pay off in the long run. Facts. Nuba said, man, I'll bring the Dawn and some bleach. You spare so. It really does. One, the routine is great for the mental. Kevin said, stop yelling, Adrian. Okay, I'm sorry. I know you're excited, bro. Like I never thought about like, bro, if you can wipe everything you have or everything that makes you who you are off with a towel, man, we got a bigger problem, man.
Bro, come on, son.
We got a bigger problem, bro.
All right. Well, I guess this is a good time for In a Perfect World. Sad facts.
Sad facts.
In a Perfect World / hashtag sad facts, where we basically take everything that we discussed and we determine that if everything that we talked about, all of the concepts that we promoted, were put into practice, what would a perfect world look like? What would a perfect world look like to you, Jasmine? Let's start with you, and you ain't talked in a minute.
Come on, yeah, I've been yelling in my god day, bro.
In a perfect world, men would set standards on the first date, and women would require more of their man or partner other than just the financial aspect. Like, women also make sure that your man can be emotionally intelligent with you, that can hold an effective conversation with you, and if the money is there, then the money is there. Like, let's see if he can love you, see if he can do right by you, see if he can be loyal to you. Men, let's let's take sex off of the table. See if she is able to hold a conversation with you. See where her head is at. See what her goals are. See what the long term looks like for her, to see if you want to be a partner with her in the long run. And if the sex comes, have at it.
Cause y'all steal the show wherever y'all go, which means she's not talking.
So wait, before you get off, can we get you to promote the mantra? Dumb girl don't deserve no dick. And
No,
we'll
it's not
say,
for
I know
women.
that's
Remember,
right.
it's for the men.
I know, but I want you to tell my men.
Right.
And we're gonna hit you
And
with
put
the
the
I know
hit,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna help her with the I know that's right part.
Dumb girl.
So to my men.
Right, to my men.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb girls don't deserve no dick.
I know that's right. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, bet. Aaron, in a perfect world.
In a perfect world, men would stop giving their money away for free, their hard-earned money away for free to women who don't deserve it. And women would also require more of themselves to offer to a man other than sex, and stop demanding a man's money without properly earning it as well. In a perfect world, on a first date, regardless of who asked who out, we both are of the mentality that this is just a preliminary discussion or preliminary interaction.
I love that.
Meaning we're just using this as an opportunity to feel each other out and to see if we are compatible enough to continue this further past this one interaction. So there is no requirement of who pays for who just because who asks who out. It's just, hey, I'm agreeing to have dinner with you, and we're going to sit and have a conversation to get to know each other to see if we want to move things further along. And if not, we both walk away without losing anything. Or if so, we both gain something because now we're able to continue this interaction with one another. You know, that in a perfect world, that's what to me it looks like. Men, I cannot stress it enough. Please stop giving your money away. Like, just stop, bro. Like, just stop. Just stop giving it away. Because I bet if you take the money away, women will have no choice but to then come with something other than
When
sex.
I tell you, every woman in the world gonna start reading a book.
You're going to have to.
They gonna be so knee deep in them books. You gonna think they in college.
You're going to have to, son.
Oh, you taking college courses?
You're going to have to. So, yeah, that's what a perfect world to me looks like.
In a perfect world, to me, with the concepts that we promoted, applied, I just see everything in the world changing. I see less domestic violence because there's more effective communication. I see less divorce because there's more emotional intelligence. I see less depression and anxiety because people are being fully fulfilled not only by their partners but on an individual level first, because they understand that these qualities are what they need to be developing prior to getting into the relationship. And even if they are in a relationship, am I breathing? They are developing these qualities together so that they're promoting a more productive marriage or partnership. And that on the individual level will automatically spiral out into the community, which will then spiral out into the workforce, which will then spiral out into the governmental system, which will then change the world. But sad facts are that for most women, everything you are is wiped away with a face towel. Those are sad facts. And also sad facts are men have not done the work that's needed to develop skills, and they hide behind their ability to make financial input. And also, even the men that do have these skills, you've not had a platform where you felt comfortable with promoting. I may not make 50,000, but I have these skills that you can't buy with money. Those are sad facts.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Those of you on YouTube and Facebook, if you want to catch us again, catch us same time, same place next week, Thursdays at 7 p.m. If you want to catch other videos that we've done, please go to my YouTube page. Just type in Aaron Tate. That's AARONTATE. You should see my handsome face. Click on it, and you'll have access to all the videos that we've and all the discussions that we've talked about so far, or that we've had so far. Also, when you go to the YouTube page, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, and turn on that bell as well, so you can catch next time we do go live. But in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to our future selves. One day we'll look back on this and wonder why we were ever like this in the first place. Peace.